What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Talon gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about the Virtual Horizons mid-season update, hotfix, patch, balance, whatever you want to call it. Let's head over and let's check it out. So as you can see here, this is the Virtual Horizons mid-season update, hotfix, balance, patch, whatever you want to call it. And it is a whopping, like, there are so many changes. I'm not sure if I can cover all of them in one video, but we're going to try here. Rogue Company servers recently underwent maintenance to implement a minor update and resolve some lingering issues. Players should take note of the following modifications. The Switch version of Rogue Company will no longer be able to access the game. Fixed an area in High Castle where players could get out of bounds. Not sure if that's High Castle Omega or High Castle, but you know, whatever. Turned off bot backfill and ranked, which there will be a video on that, so be on the lookout for that. Fixed an issue where bleed out was taking away armor instead of health. Fixed an issue with the event pass screen that showed Battle Pass 12 instead of Event Horizons. These are some crazy changes, man. Like, it's going to feel like a completely different game now that they fixed an area in High Castle where players could go out of bounds. Like, oh my God, what would we ever do if they didn't fix an issue in High Castle where players could go out of bounds, or whenever you were bleeding out, it was taking your armor away? I mean, that makes the game absolutely unplayable, right? This is a joke of a mid-season update. Just to be completely honest, it is a joke of a mid-season update. They removed the Switch version of the game, which there'll be a video on that. They turned off bot backfill and ranked, how that ever got turned on. Okay, there's going to be a video on that. They fixed an area in High Castle where players could get out of bounds. They fixed an issue with the bleed out with the armor, and they fixed an issue where the event pass screen showed that it was Battle Pass 12 and not Event Horizons. Like, that's crazy. This is absolutely insane. There's no weapon balance, there's no rogue balance, there's no quality of life changes. There's literally nothing in this update other than those things. And also the things that people want to be fixed, like the HRM contract that I haven't stopped hearing about for the last 3 weeks, still haven't been fixed. And I don't know what to tell anybody. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's not my responsibility to tell anybody anything about the contracts because I don't care. But how can you not fix something that people are like, hey guys, this is broke. I can't finish the seasonal contracts. Can we get this? Nope. We got to fix this area in High Castle. The bleed out with the armor, we got to fix that. That takes priority. It's absolutely insane. This is what I'm going to say about this entire situation. They removed the Switch version, okay? And like I said, I made a video about that. If the next update isn't something that is absolutely blowing us out of the water for Rogue Company, then what is the point of having an update every 3 weeks? Whenever I go back through the patch notes, this was after they announced that we were going to transition from battle passes to event passes. In the Eternal Conflict update itself, it received 3 updates. February the 28th was whenever it dropped. March the 10th was a hotfix, and then March the 21st was another hotfix. March the 10th fixed issues with the game. March the 21st brought more balance, more changes, more quality of life, and things like this. There's been several updates in the past where, whether they've made a post about it or not, hey, we're deploying a hot fix to fix these specific handful of issues right here. This is not like a mid-season update. This is just a regular hot fix that's described as a mid-season update with no real beneficial changes to the game. Like, the most impactful change is the bot backfill, which should have never been turned on in the first place. So nothing's changing. Nothing is being reworked. Nothing is being made better. It's just like, here we are. Now, I get it, right? So it's that idea of, like, the more that you add into the game and the more changes that you make, it's going to require more attention on down the road, right? So if you go in there, like, let's look at the SMG changes, because, you know, that's the most recent big thing that kind of shook everything up on its head for, like, an update until they did. Well, it wasn't even an entire update. They reverted it in less than a month. But anyway, you go in there and you make these specific changes to these weapons, right? You're reworking this entire weapon class. And then whenever the next update comes out, you're going to have small tweaks and changes to that. And then another update's going to come out, and it's going to have more tweaks and changes to try to bring everything in line to where it needs to be. Like, in theory, that's how it should work, right? That's how this entire process for balance and everything should work. Well, we got the AR changes, and then there have been a couple of small AR changes since then, like the Sahara, Nightshade, things like that. But the most impactful changes that need to happen to the assault rifles haven't happened yet, right? We're still sussing that out. We're still collecting data. We're still collecting feedback and information. Okay, I don't know how much more feedback and information that you need as developers, but whatever, it's fine. So I get that making major changes in a game is going to require a lot of long-term effort, especially whenever you don't really have like a QA team or anybody on hand that can effectively test these changes out, right? Because if you're playing the game for 30 minutes to an hour a day and in a controlled developer environment with potential changes, then realistically, what feedback as the developers are they going to get on some of these changes? They're not going to get enough feedback. The only way that they're going to gather feedback is one of two ways: extended PTS cycles, or they release it to live and let the mass majority of the community test it out and give feedback on it. At this point, extended PTSs are not going to happen. They're not going to be able to bring PTS on console, apparently. So that is completely out of the question and just thrown out the window. That's why we can't get meaningful changes, right? Because if there was a PTS that people had access to, that enough people had access to continuously like run it and test things out, then they could make PTS updates daily to weapons. Okay, this weapon isn't performing good. It feels kind of weak. It feels kind of meh. We made these little micro adjustments here. Now try it out for a day, and then we'll go back in and we'll reassess it, right? They can't do that. They can't afford the time or opportunity to do that because they don't have enough people on staff. That's not the community's problem, right? That's not our problem as the community. That's not our problem. It's not our problem that you don't have a QA team. You don't have enough people to actually test things out, to suss things out, and to give thorough testing and feedback on it. That's not our problem. Why should we be punished? Because it's going to take several updates. And honestly, this is why it feels like the SMGs probably got reverted back. I think that, there's been a couple of expressions as to why they were changed. All right, they had to suss out this weird accuracy, whatever that means, right? Whatever that means. They had to suss all this stuff out. But at a certain point, how much time can you put into tweaking one specific weapon class? That's pretty interesting. Like, if you're focusing on the SMGs for 3 updates, is that too much time that you're dedicating to the SMG class? Possibly. Why have the assault rifles not been complete? Like, there doesn't feel like a specific identity to assault rifles, right? Except for like the Nightshade, the Hydra. So we've only got a handful of changes here and there to make them somewhat competitive with one another. But like, this full realization of what Jared's trying to do is not coming to fruition. I don't know if it's because he doesn't have the team, the time, or the approval to have extended update cycles of like, hey, we're going to continuously tweak these weapons. At the end of the day, I'm not sure what's going on. All I know is that this Virtual Horizons mid-season hotfix balance patch, whatever you want to call it, is a huge L. It's a huge demoralizing factor into player enjoyment as a whole for Rogue Company. That's exactly what it is. When I see a new update, I'm super excited because I want to see balance changes. Don't care about contracts, don't care about cosmetics, don't care about battle pass, event pass, whatever. I want to see balance changes. I want to see something meaningful. I want to see quality of life changes. These are the things that I'm excited about. These are the things that make the game good and give it longevity, in my opinion. And whenever you open one up and it's like, well, we've got 5 fixes, and one of them is removing the game off of Switch, and then the one that everybody's talking about is not even on here. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this Virtual Horizons hotfix mid-season balance patch update, whatever you want to call it? What do you hope to see in the next update? This is a gigantic L. What do you hope to see? Because in the next update, I want balance changes galore. I want rogue balance changes galore. I want some perk balance changes thrown in there. I want at least some information on the new character, possibly the canals. I want something more than this. I especially want quality of life changes and possibly some more server information other than it's a lot of the times it's your ISP and we have no control over that. I want more than that. Honestly, I do. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to check that description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays from 8 until 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you are interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
There's two in the mid. God, and they've already rezzed that motherfucker.
They're pushing.
I got my trip mines there. They have to push in there. They would have to literally have to do everything. Oh, no way. I gotta get out right here. Dude, no fucking... I even try to get out. Like, she just fucking swarmed. I have C4s and shit over there. Oh, they're pushing. Max literally gonna be on the right here.
Okay.
Oh,
what?
Max literally gonna be on the right here.
Okay.
Oh,
what?
So, okay, so you can't detonate the fucking C4 when you hit him in the goddamn fucking foot with it? Zip line.
He's hacking all my stuff.
Glimpse is over here. I'm just waiting for her to push.
Dolly just ran over there with you. Went over there to where you're at.
Somebody's...
I barely missed that.
They hit zip and went back.
He's pushing up.
Yeah, right here on the fruit stand. One still on fruit stand. God damn! Fucking perfect goddamn servers for this motherfucker.
He's on the
Love
rock.
it, dude. No, she ran up. Yeah. She's gonna loop. She's flanking y'all. And then bitch over here ain't gonna miss.
Really?
Crazy.
Way over there and it still hits me. Alright, man.
Smoke. Nice. Yeah, but the bomb's where she can fucking see it.
Of course.
Yeah, she's gonna watch over this overview. That's all she's gonna do. There she is. See, because
Running. Pussy!
Only way you could have won.
Only way!
It's still dead.
She fucking ran away. She
So tired of this pussy shit on here,
away, dude.
You fucking glimpsed the fuck out of there.
Yeah, right.